When someone with memory loss or a cognitive disability calls police, officers may encounter a situation much different than they expect. Jesse Cohen shows us how new technology is giving police a heads up on these situations before the officer ever arrives.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
When you make that call,
they're coming as fast as they can
to 911.
Okay, stay with him. I'm going to give you some instructions.
There are only minutes, sometimes seconds, for a decision to be made.
You're not feeling safe? What does that mean?
So when a 911 operator has extra information,
Bernard, I'm just getting some information here via the app you have, okay?
call takers say it can change the outcome of a stressful situation.
It was said that he has some memory loss issues. If he's overly confused and he's a little bit escalated, it told us how to calm him down, which is contacting his daughter.
She's showing us a demonstration of the Vitals app using a fictitious person. Technology that allows a vulnerable person or their caregiver to provide first responders with critical information about medical conditions, disabilities, and mental health challenges. They can even provide de-escalation cues and techniques and behavior triggers.
In this situation, it's really easy to just be able to, hey, I'll make that phone call for you, instead of getting the officers there, making sure there's, no crimes being committed, and then having the officers make that phone call. It cuts that middle step out.
It's no longer call for service, press a button, send a police officer. It's let's send the right person.
The Fort Collins, Colorado Police Department and University of Colorado Health partnered a year ago, becoming the first in the nation to focus on co-responders with this app. It's a model for behavioral health crisis response that's becoming more common with police departments and mental health professionals.
The app allows us to have videos of mom saying, Johnny, this is okay. This officer's here to help you. He's going to bring you back to me. I mean, that's invaluable.
Police Chief Jeff Swoboda considers the last year a success, and he's hoping more departments follow suit and implement it into their work.
Okay, I'm going to update the paramedics one more time, and then I'm going to stay on the phone with you until they get there.
The CDC says that up to 1 in 4 adults in the U.S. have some type of disability. That includes everything from mobility to cognition to independent living, hearing, vision, and self-care.
I was already a teacher of special needs when Henry was born, and very bright and has some social problems, and he eventually got the label of Asperger's.
Beyond those titles of mother and teacher, Jenny Arndt is also the mayor of Fort Collins.
This just gives me, as a mom and as a mayor, a really great peace of mind.
Before the existence of this app, her son got involved with police after they accidentally associated him with an incident he happened to be near. She says had this app existed back then, the responding officers could have known his anxiety-ridden response was related to his disability.
And you want to calm the situation down, so you take that person out, which makes sense to me, but it was also very confusing for Henry to be in the back of a police car with handcuffs on when he knew he hadn't broken a law.
She says this app not only creates safer interactions, but it sends a larger message to families like hers.
I can't really talk about this without crying. I'm just the way you were talking about that. It makes me just well up, because to have a police service care enough to want to add those special touches to calm someone down or diffuse a situation is exactly where I think community safety and policing is at its best.
If we know that there are people who under stress maybe act a certain way, if we can understand that before we interact with them, boy, that's better for everybody.
The Vitals app is currently active at departments in Minnesota, Ohio, Massachusetts, California, Missouri, and Colorado.
In the end, I believe apps like Vitals will save lives.
Those in Fort Collins hope more places adopt it, fostering cultural change in community policing.
It was a 911 call.
Jesse Cohen, Scripps News, Fort Collins.